buy a Peloton bike. Do bike rides indoors if you're scared to go out.
I don't know what a Peloton bike is.
Yeah, I think it's like a normal, you know those bikes, the Tour de France?
Whenever you say that, I imagine those bikes with the front wheel is a massive wheel and the small wheel in the back. You know the ones?
An idiot.
Peloton. That's what I'm imagining.
I ride Peloton to the bed.
Diablo.
Yeah, that's you, man. That's you.
Knowing our equipment. Boom. Welcome to No Grandmas Allowed. Another episode this week. No grandmas because your grandma's a respectful person. We're not. So there's a clash there. I'm Imran and this is JJ.
What's up? How's everyone going tonight? Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
We're going good. Speaking on behalf of everyone. So, normally I go really quick and I jump and I go, yeah, this and that. But you know what? I'm going to take my time this week. First of all.
Take your time, bro. Bro, take your time.
First of all, I know you're super into it. May the 4th be with you, Jay. It's Star Wars Day. I know you love it. Boom, dude. You know what I mean? That's the lightsaber shooting out of my dick.
I've never been so pissed off.
Good.
Well, luckily in Australia it's the 5th, so go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so it's coming to you from the 4th, and I saw something pretty interesting in the news. So you recently mentioned that whole thing, like what the fuck's going on with Kim Jong-un, right?
Yeah.
So apparently So a former senior North Korean diplomat has apologized after saying Kim Jong-un was probably so ill he couldn't stand. He disappeared from the state media for like 3 weeks, which is too long, and people were concerned straight away, jumping to conclusions like, oh, you know, it's a nuclear armed state. What the fuck's going to happen next? Blah blah. And then he appeared during a ribbon cutting ceremony for the inauguration of a fertilizer plant, and then these people apologized. This made me realize something very interesting, and that is, it took me back to a time when I used to work at a car dealership, right? And when I was working at the car dealership, I know you're laughing, but I know you're laughing hard inside.
Go.
When I worked at a car dealership, I used to be responsible for whenever a customer was walking into the dealership, I would have to assign them to a salesperson, okay? And one time, this guy walks in, and he just looks so not the part of a customer who's going to buy a car. And that's the industry. You got to get people who are going to buy, who are hot. This guy looks laid back.
So you judge the guy?
This guy looks laid back. He looks young. He's like, hey man, yeah. He just wants to go on a fucking, just a fun test ride in a Golf R, right? This guy just wants to go for a joyride, right? And I'm like, all right. So I give him to a challenging salesperson. Anyway, after that, I go up to another coworker, this guy who's responsible for allocating cars and shit. And then he's like, oh, Imran, your Thurocco is in stock now. And then I go, dude, you got a lisp? And he's like, I've always had a lisp. And I'm like, you're homosexual. So then the other guy, the salesperson, comes up and goes, Imran, you'd never guess, bro. That guy actually bought a car. Boom, right there, hit me. I was like, wait a second. Initially, the guy who I thought wasn't going to buy a car, was going to go for a joyride, ended up buying the car. Don't judge a book by its cover. It hit me.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So what's that got to do with Kim Jong-un?
It's all connected. It's an interesting observation by my part. Thank you.
You know, I get up early. Sometimes I don't even sleep, brother, to do this fucking podcast. And then you come off this shit that doesn't make sense, bro. What are you doing?
What do you mean? This is important stuff that we're trying to...
I can't hear you. I don't have my fucking headset on. I'm back. And, yeah.
This is important stuff, dude. We've got to get that out to the people.
How does it relate fucking?
Because, like, everyone thought, oh, Kim Jong-un gone for a while. He must be dead. He must be ill. Yada, yada. That was the image. Just like...
No. No. That's... It doesn't relate though. How did a guy that's, no one's seen, reportedly dead, reportedly alive, to this guy buying a fucking Volkswagen? How the fuck does that relate?
Some things, like, you need to be a bit older to understand. Sometimes, like, it takes being a little bit wiser in life to get things. And you're just not there yet. And that's fine, dude. But the good thing is this is all recorded and you'll get to watch it again someday. Okay?
Fuck, man. I have to be a shit cunt to get on your level.
You know what, dude? I feel like you're being a bit pessimistic about this whole thing, but there's a lesson to be learned here. And I'm not as stupid as I look. Epiphanies, constantly. Epiphanies. Boom, 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 boom. So anyway.
Oh, but seriously, like, that laugh after you said that sentence, how much more insulting is it?
I'm enjoying it, but a little part of me inside is on fire. A little part.
For the podcast.
There's a little kid in there. He's going, dude, this actually hurts. You don't realize. Trauma.
Okay. Are you done? Because that was stupid. What we just witnessed there for the last 3 minutes was stupid.
No, that was all to lead on to this story. So another time, right, at the same car dealership, there was a salesperson. All right, shout out to Jocelyn.
Whoa.
This guy, funniest guy, okay? And he just didn't give a shit. He really expressed himself in the car dealership. He didn't give two fucks. He sold a Polo to this old guy, all right? This guy, he took the car, and then like 2 days later, he comes back to give feedback about his car. And then this guy, Josh, he goes to him, the salesperson goes, he goes, you know that next Polo is out? Because he just wants to get numbers, you know what I mean? So he's like, the next Polo's out. Do you want to buy it? And he's like, no, Josh. This old guy goes, you're lying. And then he goes, mate, he looks at me like as if I'm involved now. He goes, mate.
You're stupid.
Would I lie to you? Like that. And the customer's he's like, he has no idea what's going on. And then all of a sudden, the salesperson just starts going, would I lie to you? And starts singing to him.
Anything to get the sales, brother.
Dude, I just went, bah, and I broke out into tears. Customers are like, I don't know what to do.
I'm still trying to figure out how that previous story and Kim Jong-un led to this story and how it all relates. I'm still trying to figure that part out.
I'll break it down to you, but this is now important people time. So we'll I'll break it down for you later.
But you're a genius. I can't help you. You're a genius amongst dickheads.
That's it.
You're about to go, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about something at least. My hair's getting longer.
Grow an afro, or please, like I said in the previous podcast, please let Sylvia do unrelated.
I don't let my wife do anything I don't allow her to do. That's how it works.
Ah, big boy in the podcast, in the house.
I'm a big boy. You know why? She's not in this room.
Yep, you own that room until she gets there. You're the man.
Yeah. Yeah. In my head, I own this room always, regardless of if she comes in or not. As soon as she does come in, that's wrong.
Ooh, that's a big word, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to suffer after this.
Yeah, you take that. So I was thinking, so this is what happened. I was at my mate's house, and then they had a hairdresser come over to the house. And I was like, this guy's eyeing me out. Like, he is really, really eyeing me out. And now I'm starting to get, like, weird, you know? And then he goes, JJ, right? I'm like, you are? Like, who the fuck are you, bro? And then he says his name. I won't mention him, okay, because it relates to my previous engagement. It was her brother-in-law. And she goes, I'm Salah, brother-in-law, remember me? I'm like, oh, hey, buddy, how are you? How you doing? I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, my God. And then he looks into my eyes, but I've never seen a man so defeated. He's like, bro, God was looking into your face and saying, leave now. You've done the right thing. They've ruined my life for 10 years. But I had to give him a hug. I felt so bad, bro. And then it got me thinking. I'm like, imagine now, like, you know, I never was like standoffish towards him, not mean. I sympathise with him a little bit. Imagine now he calls me out of the blue and I was like, brother, I need your help. Go talk to him. Bro. Now, this will be the decision of a lifetime because now, how deep do I want this comedy to go? You know? It will be an awesome story to tell here later on. But is it worth the mental pain?
You know what's funny about that? That if you go and have that conversation, you could be doing two good things.
Yeah.
One positive thing is maybe helping him out. But the second bad thing is traumatizing yourself all over again.
It's like, welcome to No Grandma's Allowed, and I'm just like... memories.
Yeah, as long as we're recording this, maybe don't go.
Yeah, I won't go. No. But shout out to that guy. He knows who he is if he listens to us, even though he's import and doesn't really speak proper English.
Good luck to him. And he did ask you, he said, man, what did he say? You said he looked really down, right? I've seen someone like that before. You, back then, lucky you got out early.
Yeah. You know what? If she's listening to this, thank you for listening. Please subscribe and like as well.
This is so bad. Marriages are good. So, I'm in one.
Nah, shout out to her. She's doing good.
So get this right. Talking about, relationships and stuff. In the beginning, it's all fun and, dream time and lots of sex. So at the moment, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with my neighbors upstairs because I can fucking hear everything. I could hear everything, bro. So, you can hear, I'm telling you, you can hear them, you can hear an ass being slapped. You can hear, bro, seriously, it just gets so graphic. Bro, you know what? At first you're like, ooh, that's interesting. I'm observing this now. After a while you get tired because you're like, it's just the same shit over and over again. But here's the thing. I can hear them going to the toilet. I can hear...
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to point this out. Before these guys, there was another neighbor, all right? And I could hear it's like 2 a.m. and I can hear this guy snoring upstairs, okay? That's how it sounds. And then there's a pause and you hear woman's voice, all right? And then you hear into the living room, okay? And then you hear the snore coming from the living room. I'm like, bro, she must have been like, you fucking keep snoring all the time. Just fucks off in the other room. So good.
Oh, fucking hell. That's fucking funny, man.
With the guys upstairs, I feel like there is a lot of illicit activity going on, okay? First of all, I'm hearing a lot of... And then I'm smelling a lot of weed. And it keeps going in this rotation for a good few times. And then...
That's hectic. That's a good life, bro.
Yeah, you think so. And then I go out to the backyard, all right? And then I look and there's a little girl sitting at the window.
Oh, man, it's like literally, we were up here and then you just brought it back down here. We were good at the sex story.
I know, but that's
Now
the
we're
thing.
back
See,
here.
that's where I was.
Now we're at my ex. Wait, we were up here going, this is a fun podcast. Now we're back at, my ex-fiance, let's talk about it.
Well, I want to share what I'm experiencing with my listeners, and that's what I went through was up here. Oh, cool. They're a young couple. They're having a great time together. Yes, go sex. And then, what the fuck? There's a young daughter at the window. Oh, down here.
Okay. I was with one of our friends and we went on a holiday. Not anywhere far. We were on the other side of the country, and then we had a hotel. I got horny. I got super towy. I'm like, fuck, man. And then I didn't want to go to the broth or nothing like that. I'll go, let me call this chick from Sydney. So I message her, I go, hey, come to Perth. She goes, nah. She goes, I go, it's the weekend. I go, what do you got to do on a Saturday? I go, bring a mate. So she goes, okay. I go, I'll pay for your flights. It's fine. And then bang, booked their tickets, sent them over to Perth.
Wait, can I quickly ask? You were feeling towy and you called someone from Sydney to go with a friend all the way to Perth for 5 minutes of action?
On a 4-hour flight for 30 seconds of action.
Sorry, go on.
So now, so our friend that I was with, Amir, shout out to Amir. I was like, hey, cuz, I got 2 girls coming. He knows who they are. I won't mention them. And then, you see, I pick them up from the airport now. We get back to the hotel. We're having a few drinks downstairs. Then, you know, I really didn't even want to be there. I just wanted to have the sex, you know. So now we get back to the hotel room. And then he's sleeping with the chick, but they're not doing anything. He's just sleeping. You know, that's it.
I need a sleep buddy.
She ended up somewhere else. She ended up sleeping somewhere else. This is ages ago. And then we see, but the way Amir was sleeping was his turn, but his eyes is facing towards our bed. So I'm with this chick, and not once did he open his eyes. But if he did, this is what he would have seen. My feet dangling underneath the sheets, licking it out. And I'm just moaning, and then and I kept looking towards him to see if he's gonna open his eyes, because I full would have been like, "Come on, cuz, you can do it." I was waiting for a cheer, but that never came, bro. I got let down. And then after
endeavors with your friends,
she said something with you. She said something to me, and then he goes, well, you were doing some heavy breathing last night.
First of all, weird experience with friends. Secondly, Amir is notorious for being a very unique sleeper amongst our group of friends, because this guy, if you've ever seen the movie Major Pain, there's a scene where he's lying back like this, okay, on his bed, and his eyes are wide open and he's snoring.
That's more like me.
Yeah, you do that too. Yeah, exactly. And but the thing is, like, Amir, I've actually witnessed this. He's snored into a sleep while looking and talking to me. Who the fuck does that? How could you be that tired? Like, he's looking at me, all right, and I remember speaking to him. I'll go, bro, are you sleeping? And he goes, no. Like, really confident, no. He goes, no. Bro, seriously, like, his girlfriend sends me a video of him doing this, okay? This is how he's sleeping, look.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She was complaining because Amir was snoring the whole night as we were getting it on. And then she kept going, shut the fuck up, Amir. And then he turned around, he finally woke up and said, well, you keep breathing too loud.
Bro, you know what's good is whenever we play a game online, all right, his character's moving around, okay? His character's moving.
Yeah, it just stops.
And then it just stops. And I'm like, Amir, where are you? Amir, I need help. Amir. And then all you hear is... I'm like, bro, are you fucking sleeping through the game? This cunt micro sleeps while he's gaming.
Oh, fuck. Shout out to me.
Another week of the commentating game. And this week, it's soccer/football.
Some might say the greatest game on earth.
Now, I'm happy to go first on the really professional ones that you're really good at. I'm happy to go first just to show a good example of how you should be commentating.
Like, no matter what, I'm always nervous.
Bro, I'm not nervous. I have got this in the bag.
You got this, bro. You got this, cuz. I believe in you.
Thanks, Jay. All right. And, okay. So, basically, if you want to make money, they pay you money and you get it like this. Oh, we got a long line here at Ben & Jerry's. All these people waiting for some ice cream. Okay. Some people run to the left and the other run to the right. These guys here have an agenda. Guy with afro passes. This guy goes, watch this. This is how you swan dive in diving championships. Oh, wait, we're playing soccer. Don't get that. Watch, I'll do it again. Let's replay that again. One more time. This guy goes, oh, hey. Oh, I'll let you jump over me. Oh, wait. Oh, can we take a break? This guy's sitting down. And let's get, hey, bro, you played ping pong? This guy goes, fuck off, I have. Oh, I just swore again. This is getting intense. Oh, his dick was this big. Oh, my wife's gonna kill me. So this guy goes, bro, watch me show you my ping pong skills. Dude, this game's too intense for me. No wonder why I don't like football. And then, let's show that highlight again. Apparently everyone watching this is really slow. No wonder why I'm not a football watcher. All right, so this guy goes, guys, I'm pretty sure I've lost this right now already. So, these guys, bro, you know what? Oh, this guy goes like this. All right, guys, everyone, we're going to get together and do stretches in soccer. Let's do stretches right. We're in the most pinnacle part of the game. I need to score a goal. So here it is, and the stretch fails. I missed the ball again. Oh, look, there's a net in this game. Volleyball, netball, soccer, we've got it all. I didn't look at you the whole time. I just looked at you. Bro, this is against the religion of JJ following football.
What the fuck was that?
That's how it's done, brother.
You know what? Good effort. You know what? Still, regardless, good effort.
Thank you, bro.
Kept calling it soccer, kept pissing me off.
Moving on to...
Ready for me? Okay, welcome to Real Madrid versus Napoli. Benzema kicks, shoots, saves. Gives the thumbs up. He's like, let's put in your wife next time. Anyway, passes. Goes to Insigne. What a kick. What a strike. He cheats on his mates and he cheats on the goals. What a cross from Carvajal. What a header by Benzema. All the way from France. Now, well done. Good goal. Boldy. Look at this cross by Carvajal. Beautiful outside kick. Beautiful header. Defenders, where were you? Sleeping. Look at that. Achha! That's it, bro. Well done. Goes. Cuts it. Beats the defender. Cuts it in. And then again. Well done to Toni Kroos. The most pale player on the field. Yellow hair. Don't care. Goals everywhere. He's got it all, the German sensation. Look at this. Pepe Reina. That's why Liverpool soldier. Oh, boom. But it wasn't even a hard kick either. He just placed it. And then he's got it. Benzema. Oh! Gets taken down. What a kick! What a strike from 40 yards out by Casemiro, the Brazilian fucking magician. Well done. What a kick. What a volley. Doesn't even give a schleek. What a goal. Unbelievable strike there. Pepe Reina had no idea what to do. Look at him. Save it. How about that? This is what you're getting paid for. Full-time, game over. Real Madrid through to the finals. It's all there, folks.
Well done. Well done, JJ. Good effort. Not bad. Not bad. So I'm just rounding up the tally here. Wow, it's really close. Really, really close.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, you had some errors here and there.
Had ups and downs. I had a lot of errors.
Yeah, but it's fair to say you won this game. Well done. You're the best commentator. And I'm the fuckwit commentator. Bow bow.
Yeah, you are. Fuckwit commentator. Yeah.
Man, I'm getting better though. I can feel it. I am getting better.
Yeah, you're doing good, man. Like, you had no idea you picked the hardest game in football. Okay? Two African nations. Like, at least you probably know Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you?
Yeah, he's the guy who's got the really pretty face and he used to look really ugly. That guy, yeah?
He's the guy that Ronaldo's. Ronaldo, Rivaldo, roll your Ono. I remember that's what Reg Reagan said.
I remember that.
But yeah, I remember I was watching a footy show when Reg Reagan went to the World Cup when the Socceroos made it.
Yeah.
And he goes, just met a few blokes from Bankstown. If the Socceroos don't win this trophy, we'll just steal it.
We've got a new segment now, and it's news and opinion. So,
yep.
News and opinion.
Yeah. Welcome to Channel 9 News.
And
in the latest stories, Imran's mom.
So I'll give you a quick lowdown of what's going on here in England. At the moment, it's they're slowly planning to phase out the lockdown. The Prime Minister is going to give an announcement this Sunday as to the plan or the road plan to what's going to happen. And they've already announced what they're going to do at workplaces, which is stuff like you got to wear personal protective equipment and you got to social distance, but for a certain amount of time. So you can't stand there talking for too long.
Yep.
That's a quick update there. And another one is BBC did a news story on those dancing pallbearers.
Really? That became news.
Yeah, because they got so famous from memes. Apparently, to quote the BBC,
You know what? It's so standard in Senegal, bro.
it's they're actually from Ghana.
Ghana does
so
too.
apparently BBC did it already. This was the original video comes from the BBC doing a news story on them and the whole culture of them dancing in the funeral. And then
So I meant Ghana, not Senegal. My bad.
yeah, and I don't know, they're all the same to me, and that's not insensitive. So what happened was in the video it quotes to joke and warn about the deadly risks taken during the outbreak. Right, that was the reason why they did the article, and then I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, what's the risk here? That your corpse is going to be bouncing and shaking around in your coffin? Well, unfortunately, your funeral video is going to contain some Ghanese or Ghanaians.
What are they reporting on? Like what? The dead body does a muzz?
Imagine that, bro. That would be your funeral for sure. Bro, this is the worst funeral ever.
He starts fucking doing a fat hack, bro, in the coffin.
In your coffee, yeah. That'll be Francis.
Fucking FTC, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
See, friends.
Fucking coffin's super munting because it's dead.
I know, you're open casket funeral, and he's still like this.
I've got a couple of news as well. Mine's more sports related in Australia. The NRL, the National Rugby League here, they're gonna pretty much start the season on May 28th. But all the teams are on strict isolation rules, curriculum, everything. Everything has to be perfect for the season to relaunch on May 28th. But most likely it's going to happen. All the teams are in camp and in isolation at the moment. The New Zealand Warriors. So New Zealand, you can't get in and out. Their restriction laws are super strict. But they got exemption from the government to come in and to play in the NRL. So that's pretty good. I'm happy. I'm excited. I cannot wait, man. I swear, I'm so bored every weekend without the rugby league here.
So can you at least go to games?
We could watch. So all the games are going to be televised, everything, but they're going to be played in only a few areas, and all the teams are in hotels at the moment in isolation, and they're going to get quarantined and everything, and make sure that they don't touch anything from the outside world.
Right.
So for the next 4 or 5 months, all the teams they're going to be close together. They're not going to see their families or nothing like that.
Okay, cool. So
especially New Zealand Warriors, they don't know when they're going to go back to New Zealand. So after the season, they may the team may still be here for a lot longer due to their isolation rules. But yeah, and then let me chuck in another news there while we're at it. Sports related again. This time in the AFL, so Australian footy rules. A senior constable in the Southern Metropolitan region in Victoria leaked out the photos of a former AFL coach, Dean Laidley. So the photo that he leaked. So he's dressed as a ladyboy, Trent, full long hair, looks like he's had one too many ice. And it's like the shittest photo on it. You have to post it up, bro, because it is so bad. He leaked it to 6 other police officers. Now that senior constable is now getting charged.
Oh.
I can't remember what the charge was. But he's looking at 2 years. 2 years in jail and $40,000 in fine.
Oh no.
Not a good image to the AFL, which I fucking love. Fuck AFL. Thank you for listening to another episode of No Grandmas Allowed. Make sure you follow us and like us and subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. Make sure you follow us and on Instagram. On our personal ones, Imran, Batman, J. Hundoro, follow us. And then also on our Facebook page as well. And our TikTok. Make sure you look us up on TikTok as well. But make sure on YouTube, everyone subscribe, whoever's listening, because that's how we'll grow this podcast.
Make sure. Pretty much, even though JJ's saying make sure with a bit of aggression, really what he's saying is please share some love. Please share some love.
You know, because you know what? I'm going to start calling myself a Mafura.
Yeah. Make sure you follow everything, because if you don't, we will be absolutely frustrated and furious with you as viewers and listeners. Thank you very much.
And then all the conspiracy theorists will say the Jews have won.
Well, that jumped to something else. Wow.
I'm just saying, Ben. I'm just saying. It's not me, it's a conspiracy theorist.
You're right. Okay. Goodbye.
Take it easy. Love you.